Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is iMac Sports with another football video, and today I'm going over my NFL playoff predictions as of Week 13 in the NFL for the 2020 season. So, for this video, I'm going to be going over my predictions for who is going to make the playoffs, as well as the wild card winners, the divisional round winners, and the Super Bowl winners. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to stick around. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Only around 14% of you are actually subscribed, so if you could hit that subscribe button, it would really help me out a lot. So without further ado, let's get into it. So who gets the wild cards first of all? So in the AFC, I have the first seed being the 15-1 Kansas City Chiefs. I have the second seed being the 14-2 Steelers. I have the third seed being the 12-4 Bills. The fourth seed being the 11-5 Titans, fifth seed being the 12-4 Browns, sixth seed being the 11-5 Colts, seventh seed being the 10-6 Ravens. And I also went through the tiebreaker situations. I believe the Dolphins will go 10-6. They have a hard last 4 games, and I think that they will go 2-2. Both the Dolphins and the Ravens will be going 7-5 in the AFC if this is correct. They'll also both be going 2-2 in common games. So the Ravens will win by point differential. I think that the Ravens will get the playoff spot by having a greater point differential than the Dolphins, and I think the Raiders will go 9-7. In the NFC, the first seed will be the 13-3 Packers. The second seed will be the 13-3 Saints. The third seed will be the 11-5 Rams. The fourth seed will be the 7-9 football team. The fifth seed will be the 11-5 Seahawks. This tiebreaker is harder to predict than the other one, but I think that the Rams have more chances of getting in. So this tiebreaker wasn't as clear as the Ravens Dolphins tiebreaker was, but I think that the Rams have more possible chances of winning this tiebreaker. There's more possibilities for the Rams to win it, so I have the Seahawks as the 5th seed. In the 6th seed, I have the 10-6 Buccaneers, and I have the 7th seed being the 9-7 Vikings. The Cardinals will miss the playoffs at either 9-7 or 8-8. The Vikings have the advantage in common games 3-1 over 1-3. So there's no way that the Cardinals can get this playoff spot without outright beating the Vikings. So I think the Vikings will go 9-7. I think that the Cardinals will go 9-7. And I think that, or they'll go 8-8. And either way, the Vikings will get that second playoffs, or the third playoff spot. Okay, so first off, for game predictions, we have Wildcard Weekend. I have Bills 3 beating Colts 6. I have Steelers 2 beating Ravens 7. And I have Titans 4 beating the Browns 5. The numbers next to the names are the seeds, as you probably all know. The Saints beating the Vikings. The Buccaneers upsetting the 3rd seed Rams. And the 5th seed Seahawks upsetting the 4th seed Washington football team. I don't think the Seahawks versus football team is a real upset, but I think that Seattle will win that game. I think that Tom Brady plays better in the playoffs than he does in the regular season and will beat the Rams in that game. There'll be a revenge game for Brady that lost to them earlier in the season, and I think that this week, Wildcard Weekend, if the Bucs play the Rams, the Bucs will win that game. In the divisional round, I have the Chiefs beating the Titans, and I have the Bills beating the Steelers. I don't know who's going to win the matchup this week. I have Buffalo seeded to win the game this week coming up, and whether they win or lose this week, I think that they will beat them in the divisional round. I think that the Steelers are a strong team, but I think that Buffalo is a younger team, and I think that Steelers do have a young team too, but I think that Buffalo just has an interesting advantage over the Steelers specifically, because their offense, the way that their offense plays, I think that it will be hard for the Steelers' defense to be as dominant as it has been against some of these other teams. I've also been looking more at the Steelers' schedule and realizing that they actually haven't had a very strong schedule so far this season. And I know that I've already known that it hasn't been very strong, but looking at it again, I realize it's even worse than I thought it was. So I have the Bills beating the Steelers in the divisional round. And I have the Packers beating the Buccaneers, as well as the Saints beating Seattle. So the Bills over the Steelers is the only upset I have in these 4 games. At the AFC and NFC Championship games, I have the Chiefs beating the Bills, and I have the Saints beating the Packers. So the reason why I have the Saints beating the Packers in this one is because I think that the Saints are going to have a very good season this year. I really like the way that their team is coming together. I really like the way that they're coordinating with each other. I know that Drew Brees has been injured, and I think that when they play Kansas City in the regular season, they will lose that game because Drew Brees will be either not back from injury or coming back from an injury. And I think that either way, that's going to really hurt their chances of beating Kansas City. So I think that right now, next week, the Saints will not be strong enough to beat Kansas City. But I think that if they have the chance to get to the Super Bowl, the Saints definitely will take that chance. And I think that they'll beat the Packers in the NFC Championship, and they will make it to their first Super Bowl in over 10 years. As for Kansas City, I think that they should be able to beat the Bills. I think that Kansas City is the strongest team in the AFC, and their offense and their defense is strong enough to make sure that their offense can win these games. And in Super Bowl 55, I have the Saints beating the Chiefs 30-28. So a lot of people are going to say, why don't you have the Chiefs winning this game? I really think that Drew Brees knows that this is the last season. I think that he knows it's his last season. He's gotten injured the last 2 years. The Saints have made it fairly far in the playoffs the last 3 seasons. They've gone 13-3. They went 13-3 last year. They went, I think, 12-4 the year before. They've done very well each of the last 2, 3, even 4 seasons. Drew Brees has been throwing like negative picks. He's been having 78% completion percentages. He's been doing incredibly well. And I think that they're due for a Super Bowl victory. I think that this is the year. Patrick Mahomes got the Super Bowl last year. I'm not saying this to be fair. I'm not saying this for any reason other than I think Drew Brees is going to want a second Super Bowl before the end of his career. I think that he's been wanting the second Super Bowl for a couple of years now. And ever since they got taken away from him in the Rams game, when Michael Roby-Coleman came in and smashed the Saints wide receiver to another dimension, they've been wanting to get back. And I think that they deserve to be in the Super Bowl this season from what they've done the last 2 years. And I think that the Saints will go to the Super Bowl and beat the Kansas City Chiefs 30-28. So thank you guys all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I can't believe that we are at 585 subscribers already. That's insane. I never thought that we'd reach 600 subscribers in a year, never mind in 4 months. So thank you guys all so much for the support. Seeing you guys in the comments talking about different things and asking for different videos and all these different things, it's been really exciting. It's been a lot of fun for me, and I really enjoy talking with you guys and having a great time doing these videos. So thank you guys so much for an amazing experience. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.